etc. We might probably just cut this mountain down a little bit. And then... oops. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and... close that off. And then go up here. Oops. Up that way. This cow is climbing the staircase. Right, up to here. So it's staircase on the outside, tunnel on the inside. Tunnel on the inside. Staircase on the outside. And we need to decide if we're gonna use smooth sandstone, chiseled sandstone, or whatever. So here, do we have trees on the outside or trees on the inside? Water or trees, water on the... This is getting ambitious. So ambitious. Water and trees. So what if the path is in the middle? Is that crazy? It's a little bit crazy. Alright, that. And then tunnel through there. And then up here we're looking at staircase on the inside this time, tunnel on the outside. So it's not actually a consistent pattern throughout the whole thing. You actually weave staircase on the inside, staircase on the outside, staircase on the outside, staircase on the inside. Everything changes. Alright, there, 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 and there. The thing is... Wow. So that comes through to that point. Tunnel and staircase. And then if we continue what we did previously, we would put the path in the middle for some reason. But there really isn't much space up here, is there? I don't even know what's happening right now. Path in the middle, and then we get up to here. Go path. Can probably figure out this part later on. Okay. Alright. No, I like it. I like it. I like the circulation. I do. So if we like walk on the ground, start from the corner, get up to here. You have one balcony, and you walk up to here. You're at the corner. You can go through here to another balcony, or you continue up another corner, and then you have a third balcony, a small one, and you get in here, another corner, well, another corner, and then you have like the rooftop. Sweet. This is pretty good, if I do say so myself. So let us finish off the sides here. Extend this to all the sides. Now what happens? Inside staircase. Inside 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we're gonna have to dig this out because there's no room here for this staircase. We'll figure that out later on. And then out here, 1, 2, 1, 2. There. 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 And there. And then we come across to staircase and tunnel. Tunnel is there. Which means, of course, that we come through here, 1, 2, 1, 2. And this balcony is like that. There. This might seem weird, the fact that I'm doing this. I intend to have waterfalls. Also waterfalls. This might actually be a bridge over the water. So waterfalls and then trees besides the water. So, if you imagine there's gonna be a waterfall from the rooftop down here over this little bridge maybe, and then down again over another bridge down here, and then we have plants beside the water. That's why we do this. Things that I keep in my mind and don't say at the very beginning. So surprise, there's gonna be waterfalls. So let's continue putting these stairs in. It's just an idea for now, but I'm gonna leave room for that idea. Alright, from there up to there. Wait, no, that's wait, is there something there? Oh, there is. Okay, so we do that. I mean, it can't be a hanging gardens without waterfalls, you know what I mean? An artificial mountain with a garden on it, of course it has waterfalls. What are you talking about? Of course it does. Alright, so we come through here, oops, come through here, fill that in, and that, Right, we're up to this point, and then we have stairs. And a lot of this on the underside is going to be solid, which is going to be weird because I don't know how the structure works on the inside. Maybe arches. I don't know if I want arches. So, Babylonian. The Hanging Gardens is Babylonian. And I'm not sure the Babylonians back then had a lot of arches. I think maybe they didn't have a lot of arches. Because arches are complex in terms of engineering. We might have a skylight in the middle. Although, how big can the skylight really be? Skylight's also not in Babylonian architecture. Because Babylonia, we're talking about like one of the oldest civilizations in the world. And they were pretty smart people, but they didn't have the technology really to have skylights. And even arches. Even the Romans did like semicircular arches. They didn't have parabolic arches, the Romans. So even the Romans, whom we think are pretty good engineers, like they just didn't have the math back then, right? They didn't understand enough. So if you look at all the Roman aqueducts, they are semicircular arches, and there are no parabolas. So, actually, can I look this up? Babylonian architecture. Whoa, wrong button. Babylonian architecture images. Okay, some of this is fictional. Let me full screen. Yeah, full screen. So Babylonian architecture, this is reconstructed. We're looking at, you know, things like this. So there's no, you notice there's no arches, and it's very massive and fairly simple geometrically, right? So we're going for this sort of thing. So we're going old school. Relatively simple geometrically, not a lot of curves or arches. Massive, solid, like ramps and staircases. I do kind of want ramps, but maybe we don't have. Maybe the thing we're doing now is not right for ramps. So this is things like this. Kind of, but maybe that's a little too rampy. Right, so if you're wondering why I'm doing the kind of shapes that I'm doing, I have this sort of thing in mind, is why. And this is like a reconstruction. This is fantasy stuff. I'm not sure the Babylonians actually had columns like this. This, like the column things, it's more Greek and Roman, whereas the actual Babylonians, Minecraft, that's actually kind of accurate, that Minecraft thing. Ancient Babylon. See, there's no like columns. This is a reconstruction again. Although I think this gate is fairly accurate. Reconstructions again. The Babylonians, they're so old that we don't actually have entirely intact ruins. Architecture of Mesopotamia. Wikipedia article. This is a restored ziggurat in Iraq, so this is a modern reconstruction. So yeah, you know, these kind of shapes. Wait, that's not even straight. Look at that. It's bent. Who laid these bricks? What on earth? That is so... What is... I mean... They didn't have a big enough ruler? Never mind. Okay, so there's not that many pictures because there just isn't a lot of complete remains. So this is a reconstruction of the Ishtar Gate. And this is a reconstruction again. Not the actual thing. Can we like get out of... I don't want more details. Just want to see the gate. Okay, I guess not. So there's not even like diagonal bits, like the bricks are just laid on top of each other in rectangles. Wait, that's an arch. Is that arch historically accurate? I'm not sure that it is historically accurate. Yeah, I'm not sure if that is historically accurate. Apparently they had... the reconstructions suggest they did have arches. But not many. Not very many. Okay, so let me get back to the Minecraft. Let's get back in here. Anyway, continuing. So that's why the building is this kind of shape, like the rectangular blocky bits, because we're looking at the Hanging Gardens as an inspiration. 1, 2, 1, 2. And up here. I know I studied architecture, but sometimes it surprises me that I remember this stuff off the top of my head. I started building in Old Babylonian style before I actually did the research to remind myself what the Old Babylonian style looks like. Because I just remember this stuff. Anyway, that's what happens when you study architecture. You just know stuff. And you don't even remember why you know it. Okay, so we come over here and there's a tunnel this way. That doesn't go quite that far. Or maybe it does. Nope, nope, it does. Let me put that line in there. And then come across this way. We do need to be concerned about like the reconstructions. As I said when I was looking at those pictures, like the columns, I'm dubious about the columns because that's not strictly Old Babylonian. That's like somebody has put in Greek influences into their fantasy reconstructions of the Hanging Gardens, and that's not historically accurate. So like when you do this sort of research, I mean if you care, maybe you don't care, but if you care about historical accuracy, then you need to be careful about this stuff. Because the columns look cool, right? Especially for those of us who are familiar with Greek influences. We like columns, alright? But yeah, no, it's not actually accurate.